Hey, what's up, everybody? So this is going to be Yuri's Revenge Game in Hidden Valley. It's going to be Marko. He's actually one of the best Soviets of all time. Some people consider him the best. Versus Mustache. And this is a Yuri map, so the Yuri's going to get an advantage. And the Mustache is a pretty good player. He usually plays like 2 versus 2s and 3 versus 3s and stuff like that. And he does some crap with modern maps. And he does some crap on CNC.net. I don't really know what, but he does stuff. And yeah, but he's pretty good. But he's definitely, I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna hide it, like he's not as good as Marko. That's pretty obvious. If you know them, it's obvious. But I mean, he's got a major map advantage. So I don't know. Yuri really should never lose on this map if the Yuri knows what he's doing. But this is kind of a map where, like, even though the Yuri is supposed to win, sometimes he doesn't every time, and it's just kind of fun to try to see if you could just beat the darn Yuri on this map, because you do have some opportunities with the siege choppers, the Iron Curtain, and if the Yuri doesn't do well, like you could put up a battle bunker in the front so he has trouble attacking on the ground, and just like Iron Curtain his pants off. And you could, I mean, you could do stuff. You could make a Kira, but I mean overall, if the Yuri like defends, he's got a Mutator, the Dominator, everything, he should do well. So like that's a cool sentry gun right there. So Marko he's a really good player. So this is gonna be very interesting, and I like watching his tank control because it's really cool. And yeah, I would like to play him, but I don't know. He changes his name so much that I never know who he is. Or I would like ask him for a game. I might have played him like 100 times and not even know it, because he changed his name like 55 times in the last 10 years, maybe even more than that. See, he's getting the hospital a little early, a little surprised because a lot of players like to wait before they get to. It's only $500 though. Okay, so he's got Magnetron. Okay, he could make a Chaos Drone right there, like I did in my one video about a year ago. I made a Chaos Drone and then just come in with the Gatling and just pop him. But like getting backed up like that, going totally into defensive, and when you do that, sometimes you get killed. Watch. Yep. Oh, hospital. Okay, he does get the hospital. Because when you go in the thing, if the Desolator targets you, you go into aggressive stance. Okay, so that UFO is not a bad idea. But getting backed up like that with the Desolator is actually a bad thing that let happen to you. But since it's Hidden Valley, he's not gonna get hurt that bad. If it's come through swing and they freaking push you back and then wait till you get the Iron Curtain, he's just gonna freaking like make you like a Sid duck and chop your head off like a farm animal or something. I don't like that. I don't like that. Whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. So here we go. There's a disc. Disc and fly. And I gotta get a new computer chair, because the computer chair I'm on is like probably 35 to 40 years old, because my uncle was on this chair like 10 years before I was born. So I don't know, I'm just too cheap to buy one. That's why you hear that little sound sometimes. It's a wooden chair. So anyway. So boom, 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 there comes the flag truck. So Marko's got the siege choppers. He wants to kill those oils, but he can't. I know, and remember what I said about the Magnetron? Magnetron, that was a different video, I might have said that. The Magnetrons could beam the siege choppers in deployed mode away from the oil and then kill them. And also, you know, Marko should try to make a Kirov eventually. Not right now, but eventually. I don't think he's gonna though, because I think he's more of like a Rhino tank player. It's just not a style, I think, but we'll see. That's what I do, and it works. But he knows how to play against Yuri. He beats good Yuris. So I mean, you can't really tell him like his style. He should do this, do that. Because why does he win so much if what he's doing is wrong? You know, why does he win so much if it's wrong? But I do like to throw a Kira at the Yuri once in a while, though. So here we go. So he's got that. He's got to grind everything. If he grinds everything, he should start making more masterminds, and Mustache should be okay. Okay. And it's hard to build up a lot of Rhino tanks, because if you build up a lot of Rhino tanks, you get the risk of Them all getting mind controlled by masterminds. Okay, he's trying to do something sneaky over there. See, he's pushing it a little bit. Like he's trying to be aggressive, and that's actually good because when you start being aggressive like that, like sometimes other player goes into defensive, and then like you could let him make a mistake, and you could do a multitask. And look to the top of the screen, he's hitting him with a siege chopper, and he looked like, oh, he's only killing the hospital. Nope. See, that's what the smart players do. Just what he did. Okay, he made him force shield, but that was still good. Even though he didn't get the oil, that was still good. It was still a good play. It's like football. You don't get a first down every time, but he might have got 8 yards right there. And this guy's European, so he probably doesn't even know what football is. He just thinks it's soccer. So, here comes the disc. Yeah, like, first down. That's not a first down, but that's 8 yard. And he's about to get a first down. They're trying to bring the football to England now. I seen that they're trying to like jam it down the throat. I think only Canada and the United States is the only people that like It's called American football if you're, but football, not soccer. Football. Or football if you're in Mexico. Yeah, they're trying to make money off of the people in England over there. I seen that. It's funny. So Marko, he has to beware of that psychic tower. And he's keeping his army small. Oh, that's a little risky because it's so close to the grinder. He kind of, oh man, that's a lot of brutes, man. Yo, Marko's about to die. Okay, machine shop is a good idea, especially for this masterminds. Keeping the masterminds on machine shop, that's a pain for the Soviet. Okay. Oh, nice with the flak trucks. Nice with the flak trucks. Ooh, holy crap! He has 5 desolators in there. That's interesting. He was going for some hardcore deso bomb right there. That's crazy. And yeah, like Marko is good, but I'm saying like if there was like more players playing Yuri, like there was millions, like I'm not sure like who would be the best player. Probably not any of the player now, because like one of those 160 IQ people are gonna join Yuri's Revenge and start dominating all of us. And none of us have 160 IQ here, so like let's like be real. If there was like millions of people playing this, like in League of Legends or something. So like here we go. Yeah, like I mean I don't like the meta would probably change a little bit if, but anyway, here we go. Here's the terror drones. And boom boom boom. And he's keeping this army, so Mustache is having a lot of trouble keeping this army together. And that's another thing about making masterminds. They build slower, and one drone builds a lot faster. And he probably has an industrial plant too. So Marko's freaking like pretty much kicking his ass right now, but he's not gonna be able to finish him off very easily. He's got a long way to go. See, because he keeps doing that mutation, Marko can freaking use his desolators, Marko. Oh, don't use a desolator. See, when he listens to me, he does worse. That's why I say, you know, if you know what you're doing, do what you're doing. Don't listen to me. And he listened to me, and he just got his desolators killed. he can't hear me. Just kidding. Yeah, but yeah, like when you're playing this game, Yuri's Revenge, you don't have to play the same playstyle as another player to be good. Like he could do something totally different that's better than what I do, or just as good as what I'm doing. You know what I mean? There's different ways of doing things. Like if you want to run a 5-minute mile, you could do it by running a crap ton of miles, or you could just do all interval training. But you know, there's different ways of doing it. Here we go. It's gonna take you years either way, though. So here comes terror drones. Okay, so he's keeping his army small again. Mustache can try to make lasher tanks. That might not be a bad idea. Mix in a couple lasher. I mean, actually make more lashers than that, but because he's got the psychic towers and he's spamming psychic towers. And Marko is working him. Holy crap! Holy crap! And remember, no matter who you are, you're not gonna play perfect. So even if it is like the best Soviet, the best Yuri, the best allies, doesn't really matter because of the fact that nobody plays perfect. But green has a huge map advantage, and pink's giving them a hard time right here. Usually it's not this hard. So Marko is doing well. I like the fact that he's got the elite Rhino tank that looks really good. Looks real good in his resume right now. Yeah, so he's doing okay, but I want to show you something at the end of the game that Marko does right or does wrong. There's actually something I really like about this game. I'm gonna tell you what it is later. To start off with, another thing I like about this game, he accidentally Iron Curtain his. Well, maybe it wasn't an accident. I think it was an accident. I think what he meant to do was to Iron Curtain his lab and his cloning vats. No, that was Marko. What am I saying? Marko Iron Curtain. I got mixed up. I was trying to. Well, I think Marko was doing. He was trying to spy plane him. Because he might have had an area in the top of the screen that he can't see above the genetic mutator. So, yeah, I got a code. And what happened is he hit the Iron Curtain off. So, that's one thing I didn't like about Marko. And that's one thing he didn't do that was pro. Maybe he's not a pro anymore. Maybe he's not good anymore. I don't know. So, here we go. Now, I make mistakes all the time. You can't talk shit about that. Yeah, so basically, he's going to get this oil. Nice. That's going to cut down his resources by 15%. Less than 15, I don't know. And Mustache is trying to stretch toward the center as hard as he possibly can. So boom, boom, boom. Look at that. That flag cannon is popping at him. He's got masterminds everywhere. And here comes the terror drones. So the terror drones are coming in really, really hard. And now he's going for. He's attacking the psychic towers, even though he knows they're there. Oh, because he's running away. That's an opportunity for him to cut up the front of the base. And actually, I never seen a player do that before with a spy plane. But that's really weird. That's the only thing I could think of the reason why he did that. Maybe he thought he had a chronosphere, and then he lost his mind for 10 seconds and tried to chronosphere his units away. Oh, look at that! Now he's building another psychic tower. So he's gonna make this game go on forever. And Soviet has to be more aggressive on average than the Yuri, because if he gets into a long game, the Yuri's gonna win because of the brutes. So the Soviet, he has enough time. He doesn't have to win in 10 minutes or anything, but he has to win somewhat quickly. It's gonna go into a long game. You can only get so much value out of the industrial plant before the genetic mutator is just going to totally dominate it. And that's what I was going to tell you right there. I was watching the game. I was screaming, Marko. I wanted to say spread, but I didn't say anything. I was going to start helping Mustache because I thought Mustache was going to lose for a minute. But I was like, I don't want to help Marko because. And then that second, he might have won the game. I think he would have won. Honestly, he had all the. Look, he hit him with a nuke right there. If he would have Iron Curtain right there, he would have tore all his shit up. So Marko basically almost won, but he basically dropped the football in the end zone on the end of the fourth quarter, and that's a good game. Marko, he did really well. He did well. I mean, that's playing well. I mean, if I was a Yuri, I think I'd make more Lasher tanks though. But considering I mean, that's still not a bad idea. I mean, because Mastermind's are Soviet's worst enemy. Good game.